Check out this. They're calling this a devilish show. Devilish show. Super Bowl halftime show slammed as satanic as star-studded rap show set to feature Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, and Eminem. The Super Bowl halftime show has been widely slammed as satanic by far-right conspiracy theorists ahead of the star-studded performance featuring Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, and Eminem. The biggest NFL game of the season will take place this Sunday as the Cincinnati Bengals and Los Angeles Rams face off at SoFi Stadium for the biggest prize in football. All right, it says the Super Bowl halftime show is set to feature performances by some of the hip-hop's biggest names. The queen of hip-hop soul, Mary J. Blige, will join a star-studded lineup. Grammy-winning artist Eminem will perform alongside Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Kendrick Lamar, and Mary J. Blige. California Love will be in the air when the Super Bowl rolls into Los Angeles this weekend with a dose of a 90s nostalgia with performances by the city's own Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and Kendrick Lamar alongside Eminem and Mary J. Blige. As the rap heavyweights get set to grace the stage during the NFL's traditional halftime show, the latest Fever Dreams podcast on the Daily Beast explores how far-right conspiracy theorists are warning about the satanic threat from the display. Daily Beast reporter Kelly Wheel says Stop the Steal fanatics like Arizona's Republican lawmaker Wendy Rogers have been claiming the Super Bowl show exposes children to evil, wicked, satanic things. With Stop the Steal fanatics like Arizona wingnut Wendy Roger hyperventilating that the Super Bowl show exposes children to evil, wicked, satanic things, her words, there's been very real performance-related satanic panic that's been brewing for a little while now in the United States, Well said. Rogers, who previously called for the arrest of Democrats for an imagined plot to rig the 2020 presidential election, also suggested that the Canadian truckers behind the anti-vaccine siege of Ottawa could storm the Super Bowl as punishment for Colin Kaepernick kneeling to protest police brutality. Well adds that the satanic fears have been boiling after Travis Scott's deadly Astroworld concert in Houston last December left 10 dead. Remember this one over in Astroworld? People said it was like hell. Hell on earth. Chaos, concert chaos. Travis Scott, Astroworld victims' cause of death revealed as accidental asphyxia after all 10 were crushed to death in a crowd. These people died. Of course, it's not hard to map the influence of QAnon into the latest anti-Super Bowl crusade, nor the long-standing backlash from the right when the black artists perform at the halftime show, like when Beyoncé's backup dancers were criticized as supposed Trojan horses for communism. In fact, this backlash happens every time there's a major black artist performing at the Super Bowl. Wells points out in the podcast, they're not explicitly linked, but somehow, whenever a black artist takes the field, it's evil, it's satanic, and I don't think there's any doubt that the people pushing the Travis Scott satanic panic conspiracy theories were also not reacting one of the most popular black artists of the current moment. QAnon is a disproven and discredited far-right conspiracy theory alleging that a secret cabal of Satan-worshipping cannibalistic pedophiles are running the global child sex trafficking ring and plotted against former U.S. President Donald Trump while he was in office. Insane Super Bowl claims. However, this isn't the first time far-right extremists have spread misinformation about the Super Bowl. One of the most widely debunked claims about the Super Bowl is that the annual NFL championship game is linked to a spike in human trafficking. The claim is that thousands of men travel to the host city, and while waiting for or recovering from the big game, they go looking for sex, which is provided by women and girls who have been forced into sexual slavery by traffickers. There has been no connection or truth between trafficking and the game, and no uptick in trafficking activity as game day approaches. The wild claims have been debunked many times by law enforcement officials, political leaders, organizations that fight human trafficking, academic studies, and news outlets. Supporters of the discredited far-right movement have also widely claimed that Hurricane Ida was a man-made storm and that believed JFK Jr. would return from the dead decades after he was killed. Los Angeles' own Snoop Dogg will perform at this year's halftime show. Super Bowl LVI will take place in Los Angeles SoFi Stadium. The Still Dre rapper Dr. Dre will also join the stage. So that's where it's going at, SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles.